Welcome back to Triple Off Sports Talk. I'm Josh. That's Bryce. That's Roy. First thing I'm going to say, I've been waiting to say this for 41 weeks. First real comment. Bryce, did you read
Really?
the comment? It was
No, I
towards
didn't see
you.
it. What?
I got to pull it
Oh
up because
God!
I
I
did
saw the
not
ones
want.
on Facebook. I didn't see one on
Yeah,
YouTube.
I
Hey, but I
don't
want to
want.
say who won the candy challenge. I would say
I think it was
this
unanimously me.
no way. It was
No.
obviously me. Everybody knew I was right. Tootsie Rolls are the best, and
I think
and 100
only your
grand.
wife said it
I don't
was
know how many
you.
people said 100 grand was one of their favorites, but Josh didn't know. He never even
Not
had
one
it before.
person said 100 grand was their favorite.
I
Not
had
one.
more than one. Yeah, huh?
Not one
Several
person said that was their favorite.
Whatever. And then Tootsie Rolls kick ass is what everybody said.
Oh man.
Okay.
I won the challenge on that. So what's the comment?
I'm pulling. I don't want to misword it at all. Okay. From Logan Bean 1990. Anybody know who that is? I don't.
Yeah.
I have no
I think
idea
I
who
do.
Logan
Yeah.
B is.
Okay.
Is that Logan
I
Boyd?
love Roy, but this is
Oh.
wild. Bryce's lead over Roy is greater than the Guardians' lead over the White Sox in the AL standings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that
I'm gonna have
was
to have a
good.
talk with Logan.
Somebody who pays
Yeah.
attention to baseball and our
Wha-
podcast, shout out Logan B 1990. That's the first
I
thing
want
I
to say
wanted
it's
to
Logan
say.
Boyd, so I'm gonna
It's
have a
probably
little
Logan Boyd.
I'm gonna have a little conversation with him about that.
Yeah, he did not like it. Yeah, I'd say over the candy draft, Roy had the most comments, but that's because it was such an crazy
Whatever.
list. Bryce, everybody said you had the best list until you picked dots, and you completely ruined your draft.
I said that whenever I picked it. It was my
You
last
still
pick. I
picked
said I could.
dots, which people thought was
Your buddy Brennan,
awful.
Bryce had the best overall candy and Reese's, but Roy had the best overall team. Right
One
there.
person
That was
said
crazy. I can't.
Everyone
believe he
didn't
said
like
that.
mine because they were all the same type of candy, piece-wise.
Yeah, you literally picked the same candies.
Yeah.
Still, but people thought my candies were all good. Some people thought dots were god awful. Some people thought Roy's Tootsie Roll and 100 grand was crazy.
No, they thought that was the greatest comments ever. I'm looking at some more of these. Randy Danger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, says let's
Rubel.
see. Well, he wanted the Werther's Originals. That's his favorite.
Yeah.
So I don't listen
And-
to a word Randy says.
Butterball said almond joy. I mean, that's
Yeah.
absurd.
I believe
To even
that
mention
too.
That's crazy.
Almond Joy. Now, my buddy Lucas said Reese's Pieces and Cups are the best, but not.
Well,
that's all he said.
I think most people agreed Reese's Cups should have been the first pick. That's why I took Reese's Pieces. It's the closest thing I could get to it. So
Yeah.
No, that's
okay.
not even close. Tootsie Roll.
So shout out to you guys. 20-something views again. We're averaging about 20 views per episode the last month and a half, 2 months. Appreciate the support. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment. I'd love another comment. It was great. I loved it. Let's kind of jump into our baseball standings. And before we do that, I lied. We're going to go over our draft standing because it's been a while since we've gotten to go over these, about 3 weeks. And the lead that I had is gone. The entire rankings have shaken up. Roy is in third place with 363 wins. He's climbed all the way back. Bryce is
30 down at one point.
7 in front of him is Bryce with 370. And I'm still in first, 8 above Bryce with 378. As of 2 days ago, Roy was 5 down, and Bryce was 1 down as of 2 days ago. And then I had a good last 2 days. The Braves have about lost every game since we last did it. The Phillies have lost about every game since, and the Guardians have lost about every game since.
And that's because Logan B, who's a Braves fan, when you go against me, your team's going to lose. So way to go.
Yeah. So those are the standings. The standings haven't changed, but the number has changed quite a bit. Then I think that's just going to take us into baseball standings where Roy's going to take over.
All right, so we got back to the baseball. We only got 8 weeks left, something like that. Baseball. So right now the AL East,
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the AL East first. Baltimore 70 and 49. They lead about half a game above the Yankees at 70 and 50. How these two teams are still have the best record in baseball, I do not know.
No.
Just don't know how it's happening right now. Boston is 7 back with 62 and 55. Tampa is 10.5 back at 59 and 59. And then Toronto at 55-64, 15 games back. So they should have traded at the deadline. They should have. What a bunch of idiots. All right, the AL Central, the Cleveland Guardians, who are tied for the best record in baseball, 70-49. They are 3.5 back or 3.5 ahead of the Twins at 66-52. Kansas City is 5 back at 65-54. Detroit 56-63 are 14 games back. And then the team that somehow just demolished the Yankees last night are the White Sox, 29-91. Jeez.
Yep. Biggest margin win of their season.
Yeah, 41.5 games back. Jeez. All right, the AL West. Houston, 63-55, or half game ahead of Seattle now, 63-56. So right there. Texas, 55-64, 8.5 back. The Angels are 52-67, 11.5 games back. And then the Oakland A's at 15-69 at 13.5 games back. Then we move to the NL. The Phillies, 69-49, lead the division. They are ahead of Atlanta by 7 games, 62-56. The Mets at 61-57, 8 games back. Washington, 54-65, or 15.5 games back. The Marlins are 44-75, 25.5 games back. Then we go to the Central. It's kind of starting to finally get its gap. Milwaukee is kind of running away with this now, 67-51. They are 7.5 games ahead of the Cardinals at 16-59. The Cubs, 59-61, are 9 games back. And then Reds, 58-61, or 9.5 games. And then Pittsburgh, who's been on a bad streak right now, 1-9 in their last 10, are 56-62, 11 games back.
Loser of 8 straight. The West.
Do what?
Loser of 8 straight is Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they're killing me. Then you have the West, NL West. The Dodgers are 70-49, tied for the best record in baseball. They are 3.5 ahead of Arizona, 67-53, and 3.5 ahead of San Diego, 67-53. The Giants are 61-60, 10 games back, and then Colorado is 44-76, 26.5 games back. And there's your standings.
Juan Soto just hit a home run as we speak. Okay, when we go over these standings, Roy, what stands out to you? Anything you want to talk about?
Well, there's a couple things that I was noting when I was looking at this. I mean, Milwaukee's starting to run away with the Central. With them, they've led it from the very beginning, but they're finally starting to run away with it. It's not even getting close. The other teams are just, I mean, Pittsburgh, who was right, you just got to think, was the last week? I mean, they were like 4 games back, Cardinals and Pittsburgh. And now look at them. They are 8 and 11 games back. So you can just see one bad week
in their last 10.
Yeah. Then you got the West, the NL West. I think you mentioned this last week. I mean, how close is Arizona and San Diego coming to the Dodgers? I mean, you got to think that Dodgers were 7-3 in their last 10 games. Yeah, Arizona and Padres 8-2. So they're picking up a game on them every week. So it's getting close. Dodgers are kind of looking back, and that's funny because the Dodgers are the tied for the best record in baseball. So
yeah,
it's just funny how to see all that.
Bryce, how about you? What stands out for you from the last week?
I mean, we've been talking about it most of the season. This NL wild card race is it's unbelievable. I mean, especially in the Central. I mean, Pirates were in second last week, and now they went all the way to the bottom. Cubs have shot up to third. They're 7-3 in their last ones. It's just any one of those teams in the Central, if they stay consistent, they're going to be in the wild card spot. It's just who can stay consistent for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a bunch of teams like that in the NL right now.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this NL wild card for a while because they've just been so jumbled up. You know, you lose 3 straight, you go from 4th to like 8th because they're all tied basically. And yes, there's still like 6 weeks left, month and a half. But at the end of the day, if you're getting like 5-6 games back, 7 games back, you're running toward that deadline of time at this point. And, you know, yes, you could catch a straight heater where you win 10 straight and the other team loses 8, when then, yes, you can make the big jump. But those teams that are like 7 back, you're starting to run out of time. Anything outside of that, you're probably done. To me, I look at the NL West, like Roy said. I know the Dodgers haven't had Mookie Betts. They haven't had their pitching. They're starting to come back. Mookie came back yesterday, hit a home run. But you talk about some of these teams that are hot. Arizona. I mean, Arizona midway through the year was 4 or 5 games under 500. Now they're 13 games over. I mean, they're on a straight heater. San Diego, same thing. Even San Francisco a little bit. They were 5 games under 500. Now they're over 500. Especially in the NL West, they've really caught ground. I would be shocked if any team from the NL Central who doesn't win the division makes the playoffs. I don't think any of them are going to keep up with Arizona or San Diego at that rate. And then the only other team is the Braves. Maybe if the Braves don't pick it up, but
Well, the Mets are right there with that.
yeah, Mets are
and San
also right
Francisco.
there, but they've lost 3 straight, not playing great. They were on that real hot heater in the month of July. August, they've kind of slowed down a little bit. And then the only other thing I really wanted to talk about is the Twins. I mean, Cleveland has had the best record in the AL for the most part ever since the Yankees and the Orioles went into their slumps about a month and a half ago. And Minnesota has just steadily stayed in second or third, and them and Kansas City are real close. They're 3.5 out from being the number 1 seed in the American League. I mean, hats off to them because I know me and Bryce did. I think Roy had them up. Me and Bryce had them pretty low in the division going into the year. They've played really well.
I think they had them first or second in the division.
Yeah. So they've played really well as a team, and they've been quiet. You haven't heard a lot about Minnesota all year, but they've just steadily made ground. Now, I mean, season today, they're in the playoffs. So that's really all I got standings-wise. Is there anything you want to talk about more in depth, maybe something else, not just standings? Or no?
No, the other thing I was going to talk about, we're getting towards the end of the year, MVP races for each division. Or each division. Who you guys got for an AL MVP as of right now, or who you think is going to win it as of this season right now?
I mean, I don't think it's even. I do think it's close, but it's not close. It's Aaron Judge. Bobby Witt's had a fantastic year, and if Aaron Judge is in the NL, Bobby Witt runs away in the AL. Or if vice versa, if Bobby Witt's in the NL, he runs away with the NL. But every statistical category other than like stolen bases and maybe hits. I mean, Aaron Judge is hitting 335 as a 40 home run hitter in the month of August. I mean, it's not close as much as Bobby Witt's had a great year. I personally, I don't know if I could tell you on the NL side. I haven't looked in depth yet.
Go ahead, Bryce.
I mean, I would agree with what Josh said on the AL side. I think those are the only 2 candidates, and it's a big gap in stats-wise. But we've seen the better player get worse stats and still get the MVP over Judge before. So, could happen again. Shout out Jose Altuve.
You can die.
In the NL side, I mean, it's got to be one of 2 guys to me. It's either going to be Shohei Ohtani or Bryce Harper, and I don't think that there's 2 other guys who have played a full season as good as those 2 guys. So it's going to be one of them, and I would lean more towards Shohei because, I mean, it's Shohei Ohtani. He hasn't pitched this year, but he's still one of the best hitters in baseball. He just had a 40-40 season, I'm pretty sure. So it's hard to
how about you, Roy?
No, I was gonna say. I mean, I think it's Judge, as long as he doesn't go into some slump and something. But I wouldn't if he goes in a slump and even Witt does. I wouldn't put it past Soto again because Soto's starting to get hot, and I wouldn't put it past him not winning the MVP. But right now it'd be Aaron Judge. For the NL, I think it's Ohtani. I don't even think it's close. I mean, you said, I think Bryce Harper's been pretty dang good. But I would say
looking
Ohtani.
at the odds on a sports book, Shohei and Judge are runaway favorites, not even worth betting. Like you wouldn't make anything. Yeah. So that tells me Ohtani has a wide margin of a gap.
Yeah.
It does have Ketel Marte in second and Bryce Harper in third. And I have known Ketel Marte having a good year. I haven't looked at stats, so I couldn't tell you exact counting stats, but he has, from what I heard, he is miles ahead of Bryce Harper in this race. So this is sportsbook, not stats.
Wow.
But sportsbook have to go off stats. So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean that makes sense. Ohtani leading the NL in home runs, I'm pretty sure, and then has 40 stolen bases, 35 stolen bases, or whatever it is. So
I'm pretty sure he hit 40-40 like last week.
Let's look. Shohei Ohtani this season hitting 298, 36 home runs, 33 stolen bases, 85 RBIs.
To 30.
He's almost worth 2 average Major League Baseball players. It's called OPS plus. 100 is dead league average. So he's 180. His career average is 153. So he's well above an average player, which is what you strive for, is to be 100. 6 WAR, with only DHing and also not
Yeah.
even playing defense is incredible. So yeah, I would say he's a runaway favorite.
Yep. Okay.
I like that question though, Roy. Bryce, you got anything you want to talk a little bit more in depth or no?
I mean, are we going to mention the big story of the week from baseball, from the Red Sox? I mean,
Yeah, go ahead.
Been everywhere. Jaron Duran using choice language to a fan, getting 2-game suspension with no pay, and it's getting donated to a LGBTQ parenting fund.
Roy,
didn't know
did
if you
you
guys
hear
had some thoughts on that.
I did hear that. I mean, it was all over Twitter or X and freaking TikTok. So yeah, I did hear it. He was mic'd up. I mean, or not, he wasn't mic'd up. But everybody around you is mic'd up now. So I mean, stupid. I mean, tell him to shut the fuck up, not everything else. There's other ways to say it. So
yeah, I agree.
Just figured I'd throw that in there. It was a big story of the week for baseball. So
it's a Red Sox player. Who gives a crap?
And
I mean, his fans probably cheered him on for saying it.
I'm sure Roy has seen this. Maybe Bryce has seen it. Maybe he hasn't. Breaking news out of New York: Jazz Chisholm expected to miss the rest of the season with an elbow injury.
Who?
So Jazz Chisholm.
Out for the year?
He's expected to have to get imaging for Tommy John tomorrow. So if he has Tommy John, he'll miss 3/4 of next year as well. So Jazz Chisholm looks to, the MRI could come back and be clean, but they're expecting to get imaging and go on the IL. So he's going to be out for a while.
Oh,
awesome.
Boy.
Yep. So DJ LeMahieu, Gleyber Torres time.
Well, there went our World Series chances at all.
Yeah, we didn't have one before.
Yeah, with the bullpen they got. So
sure.
Whatever.
Okay. I don't think I have anything else. I know Bryce wants to talk a little bit about something else that we'll get into a little bit more in the next few weeks. I think we're just kind of waiting at this point. But go ahead, Bryce.
Yeah, we had the first NFL preseason game, so getting a little itchy about football season coming up. Can't wait. Have more to talk about. I do want to start by saying that I was full on supporting keeping Justin Fields and passing on Caleb Williams. But after watching the first preseason game, Caleb Williams is already the best quarterback to ever put a Bears jersey on and play the game of football in a Bears uniform. So I will eat my words and say I'm sorry. I still love Justin Fields. I still think he can be great. Caleb Williams is the future. He will be the best Bears quarterback of all time. Already is, in my opinion.
Roy?
I think I heard those exact words from you when Justin Fields got drafted. So
that did not happen.
I think so. So what do I think about that?
You can talk about it a little bit.
One game. I mean,
yeah, I know. And I've never, it doesn't even feel like I'm watching the Bears. I've never seen a quarterback go through 3 or 4 progressions with calmness in the pocket and then roll out and still
against a third string defense.
Against a first string defense on the first drive. Yes.
Whatever.
It was first string completely.
Yeah, I mean, I see both. He is facing second, third string guys who are fighting for a roster spot, but it was
first string.
It's just the way that he plays on certain plays. Extending, finding little tight zones to throw the ball, accuracy, running ability. I mean, he's got all the tools. It's just, can the Bears develop him past just having tools and flashes?
Yeah,
that will be the question. I think they've set up good pieces around him. I really like the Keenan Allen trade. I know Dunze is the future, but he might not be completely ready yet. These rookie receivers. But you have Moore and Allen. I mean, that can take the burden off just getting open, have him hit somebody, take a deep breath, get a completion. I think it'll just all depend on the coaching staff because, for example, let's say the Bears don't go out and have a good year and that head coach gets fired, Eberflus. That's a whole new offense coming in, that can shake stuff up. So it's not saying that he has to be the head coach for the next 10 years, but at least to get him comfortable and moving in the right direction.
You said it right. You made the right word about him. Caleb Williams is a tool. You did exactly right. You said that right word.
I mean, I still say Caleb Williams is one of the best quarterback prospects I've ever seen. So,
yeah, that's the reason guys are 24 and 20.
I mean, there was people saying that he's a top 3 quarterback in the league already, NFL scouts. So,
what was that? A Bears fan that wrote that on on TikTok? No. Jeez,
nope.
Top 3 in my ass.
NFL scouts were at training camp and said he's already a top 3 quarterback in the league.
Whatever. He won't be. He'll
Let's
be
put him out
barely.
there.
He won't even be top 10.
Bryce, who the Bears play week 1?
I don't know. I'll look it up.
Who cares? College football's coming up in 2 weeks. That's all that matters.
Only
Week
one
1,
good game.
Titans.
Titans are okay.
I did know
Or
that.
3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. College
Yeah.
football.
Yeah, we'll get into more NFL. Probably not next week, but the week after we probably will. It's just going to be longer episodes.
We'll probably get into college football next week because the
Yeah.
following week will be double
Week
the
one. Yeah,
week
we'll
one.
get
Or
into
actually
it.
next Saturday, not this coming Saturday. Next Saturday is 0 week 0, where the fuck
Only
they
Florida
call
State plays from that's ranked from what I've seen.
it. Well, ranked. Yeah, there's some. Illinois doesn't play. I thought Illinois played played
No,
Eastern. that
Illinois
week.
don't play till the week 1.
Okay, so I thought there was like a team like Illinois or somebody playing week 0.
Yeah, but
So,
yeah, we'll get into it. If you have any college football or NFL, things you want us to talk about, go ahead and throw them in the comments.
I mean, you want to
if
say
not, we'll
Michigan's
just
going to win
kinda-
the national championship again? Go right ahead. I mean,
Not
I will
even
agree with
close.
you. So.
Bryce, I don't know if Roy told you that he bought us tickets for the Illinois-Michigan game.
Oh, sick.
So we will be in attendance the week after Butter's wedding. So that'll be sick.
Oh, so you'll be showing up with all the money that you robbed from the casino?
Fuck yeah.
It's more broke.
I don't think I have anything else, you guys.
No.
No.
All right. I think this is going to take us into our bet game, Old Man Wisdom, which has basically turned into game. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I got one.
It's just fun. I also have one, and I want to throw it back a little bit. Not too far, Roy. Not for you. Even maybe for Bryce. This is too far, but we'll see. I got it on both my screens. This one is. I'm going to let you guys do it, not me. So I need to present this. All right. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. NFL opening day quarterbacks from the year 2022. So not last season, the year before. So the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Who did the Chiefs beat in 2022?
2022, the Chiefs.
Beat the 49ers.
No, that was last year.
No, that was last year.
Didn't they play the 49ers like 2 years ago?
No, they beat the Eagles the year
Eagles,
before.
yes. It's when they beat the Eagles, the Kelsey Bowl. That year. They beat the Eagle or the Niners the first time they won a Super Bowl, Roy. Then they didn't make it. That's when the
with
Bengals
Jimmy
played the
G.
Rams. Then it was
Then they got
Chiefs, Eagles, Chiefs win, then Chiefs, Niners 2.0. So
All right, so we just go down. We got who the starting quarterbacks for those teams were.
yeah. So
they-
hold on. I have the answers up here. So for spelling
Chiefs
reasons, it
and
doesn't take
Bucks.
very long. I think you guys have 5 minutes, I think, and I am gonna let the time go.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready, set,
Yeah.
go. 4 minutes.
You just go in order, Roy. 49ers.
49ers, I'm going to say
That would have been
2022.
Jimmy G, I think.
Incorrect.
Jimmy Garoppolo. It's not right.
Nope.
Purdy.
Incorrect. I will not.
Trey
put time on.
Lance.
You guys are gonna take too long.
Trey Lance.
It is Trey Lance.
Yeah. He
This
started
was the year
versus
Trey
Bears that
Lance was
year.
given the
Bears
keys.
was
played
that
3
Fields?
games and then broke
Justin
his leg.
Fields.
Justin
Yeah.
Fields.
Fields
Joe
is correct.
Burrow.
Burrow.
Josh Allen.
Allen. I think Wilson was Broncos at that time.
No, was it Russell? Was
Yeah.
20.
Yep.
Browns.
That'd be the rapist. Was he
It
there
would
that
not
year?
be the rapist.
Was it Mayfield? No.
It would not
No,
be
Mayfield
Mayfield
was in
either. In
Panthers
between,
at that point.
I know Buccaneers is Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Cardinals was Murray.
Yeah.
Chargers Herbert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chiefs
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Colts.
Minshew.
That one.
nope,
No, I want to say it's.
Was that Rivers?
nope.
No, I can see his face. Played for the Rams, I believe. God, what's his name?
You're thinking your favorite quarterback, Big Dick Nick Foles.
No, I'm not thinking of Nick
Oh.
Foles.
I don't know. Commanders. I don't know. Cowboys. Dak.
Go.
Dolphins.
Tua at that time.
Hurt.
Eagles Hurts. Falcons might have still been what's his name before he retired?
Ryan. Matt Ryan.
Yeah, Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan was the Colts starting quarterback.
Oh,
but the name
All
will
right.
count because if you typed in the name, it would have popped up. So I
Yeah.
have to give it to you.
that is not who I was thinking though.
Vikings.
I thought you
You
were
might have-
actually thinking of the right person.
Wasn't Kirk
Bryce.
Cousins Vikings? I'm just going in a random name. Kirk Cousins Vikings.
The
Lions.
guy
what
I'm
now?
thinking of is the Commanders
golf.
quarterback this year.
Golf for Lions. Stafford for Rams.
You got
Jackson for Ravens.
Mac
Carr
Jones.
for Saints.
Got two Jones,
Oh, you
Daniel
got
Jones
Daniel,
and Mac
too.
Jones. You said Carr.
Trevor
Carr for the
yeah, Carr.
Carr would have been the Raiders, not the
Yeah.
Saints.
Yeah, that's correct. Jaguars Lawrence.
Oh, did I spell that wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, you got Titans. That's
There we go.
How about
Tannehill.
Rodgers for Packers?
That is correct. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, Tannehill.
Yeah.
I think Mayfield was a Panthers starter that year. Baker Mayfield.
Correct.
Yep. Jets, I don't think it might have been that little what's his name? Zach Wilson at that
Nope.
point.
I already typed in Wilson.
God, I can see the Commanders.
Wasn't
He was a
wasn't
Colt,
Texans,
too.
was it?
No. This was suspension year
Yeah.
for raping.
Yeah.
Seahawks, it would be Yeah, Smith.
Steelers would have been Pickett, was he there yet?
Nope.
Kenny?
How about
I think
Randolph
Pickett was
Rudolph?
drafted, didn't start yet.
How about Mason Rudolph?
It'd be Mitchell
Nope.
Trubisky then.
It is Mitchell Trubisky.
Jeez.
The MVP.
Yeah.
Saints. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it was Taysom Hill started the year.
Nope.
Hmm.
You're
I
in
know they had
it's-
about 6 quarterbacks that year.
Yeah. You know
I
one.
can
You know
see
him.
the Commanders quarterback, and I can't think of his name.
I don't know. The last ones Manziel wasn't Browns.
Not quite.
Yeah.
That was a little before
That was
then.
2014, Roy.
Yeah.
This is 8 years later.
Falcons. Shit.
I'm gonna be really pissed when I see the Commanders one because I know who it is and I can't think of his name.
Do you have any knowledge of the Commanders guy?
Was it
He played
Hickey?
for the Colts as well. and I'm
Hickey
pretty
or
sure he
Hickey
was
or
a
whatever his
Saint.
name was?
Bryce
No.
is thinking of the right guy. He doesn't know. He has a little bit of it off, but he's thinking of the right guy.
Yeah. God, I cannot figure out what his name is. All right, I'm going to have to move on for a little bit. Falcons.
The only one that I think you guys should 100% get is the Saints one. After that one, all your misses are okay. I really think you should get the Commanders as well.
Was Jameis Winston Saints?
Ooh.
Jameis Winston is correct. Famous Jameis eating W's.
Patrick Millis or David, what's his name? Millis something.
I'll give it to you
Something
because you
Millis.
got it.
Yeah.
Davis Mills.
Davis
Long
Mills.
neck freak.
Yeah, I just watched him in the preseason game.
Yep.
Falcons, Jets, Browns, Commanders. Man, who did the Browns have after Baker?
You
How
guys
much
give
time
up?
we got? How much time we got left?
No,
I put it on.
he
the
took
minute.
the time off.
Once you guys took 4 guesses at the 49ers, I said, oh, shit.
I got it right away.
No, it took you guys like 3 tries.
I can't believe I'm not going to get the Commanders one. I can see his face.
You have the right guy. You're not thinking of him on the right team. You said Colts, Commanders, and did you say Saints?
No, I thought I said Rams.
Well, he also did play for the Rams. The last
Yeah.
team that you're not saying is the team he's most known for.
Gosh, he's like the ginger with the shitty beard. I can't think of what his freaking name is.
Fitzpatrick?
No. Here, I'll start giving you guys hints. Roy, the guy for the Commanders, is most known for playing for the Eagles.
Yeah. Lost the Super Bowl with the Eagles, right?
What? No,
Or
wasn't there.
got benched and Nick Foles played, didn't he?
Got hurt and Nick Foles
Carson
took
Wentz?
over.
Yeah.
Yes,
Carson Wentz. That's who it is.
Who's the
Falcons
Browns?
guy, former number 2 overall pick of the Titans.
Mariota.
Yes.
I wanted to say him, but I thought it'd be a dumb guess.
I didn't know he was up. I had no clue.
Jets just had one of the best resurgence of his career in Cleveland this past year.
Are you talking about Flacco?
Joe Flacco.
I
almost guessed him too. I didn't know if he was there.
Hell, I didn't know he was a Jet.
And then the last one is Browns. Known for bouncing around recently. Played for the Patriots, Browns, Colts, and now I think he's back on the Patriots.
Brissett?
Jacoby Brissett.
Kobe Brissett.
Mm.
Congratulations,
I wouldn't
boys.
got that one.
I would never got that one.
I felt like I did pretty well on that.
You guys did better than I thought you would. I didn't think Davis Mills would get guessed.
I would never got Davis Mills.
I actually thought
I just
Wentz-
watched the Hall of Fame Texans and Bears game 2 weeks ago. So
All right, that's the game I got. I thought it was pretty fun.
All right, what's Bryce's thing?
So I have a Mount Rushmore and I have a game if we have some extra time after Roy's, but we'll do my Mount Rushmore first. This week I'm gonna do best gas stations / truck stops. All right.
Okay.
So you want to go in order of the baseball draft or baseball rankings still?
Yeah,
Go Josh, me, or Roy.
I'll go first.
All right.
Buc-ee's, number 1.
I knew somebody would take it off the board.
I've never been there, but I want to go there so bad.
That's bullshit.
You've never
There's no
been
way
to
you can take it
Buc-ee's?
if you've never
To
been
be
there.
fair, I guarantee you, of the 12 that we pick, 5 of them I've never been to.
Oh my gosh. My first overall pick, I'm going to take Casey's. It's the best. If you're in the Midwest, you know that.
No, I'll take Love's.
Yeah.
I'll take
I knew
Love's.
Roy would take that.
Hell yeah. Damn straight. And then it's my turn again.
Yep.
Gas station. Let's see. I'll just take Pilot because I don't.
All right. I'm going to take QT. If you've ever been there, those are the nicest gas stations on the inside. They have great food too. Josh?
I'm taking Circle K because they got the Polar Pops. Best
That's
one.
who I was taking.
Circle K.
Then the next one I'm taking is Shell because they have the best gas.
Shell has the best gas?
Shell has, by far.
Well, I'm going to take Wally's then, since you took my Circle K pick.
Never
Wally's is basically the Midwest Buc-ee's.
Never
It's
heard of Wally's in
A
my life.
huge,
I've heard of.
huge
I've
gas
seen
station.
I've never
Wally's,
even
but I
heard
don't-
of it.
You've drove by it a million times. If you drive to Six Flags, you drive by Wally's.
Never been there.
So I'm taking people in the comments will know Wally's is amazing.
Gosh, I'm just gonna take. Gosh, let me think about this. Jumpin' Jimmy's. BP.
Never heard of it.
Got one here in town. So,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the only gas station of
because-
all time that's named Jumpin' Jimmy's.
Hey.
I was going to say that
Jumpin'
might be the
Jimmy's.
only one that in existence there.
no, I think there's one in Effingham. And then I'll take TA. Travel TA. Truck
Okay,
stop.
I do know that one. They got a lot of Dunkin' Donuts attached to them.
I'll take that. Dunkin' Donuts.
I'm gonna go with my last one. I really wanted Circle K, so Josh kind of messed mine up. Road Ranger. Have you ever been to one of those?
Rangers.
I do
Yep.
like those.
Well, I saved the best for last, boys.
All right.
Probably have no clue what it is.
Oh, you do. The best gas station ever made. 7-Eleven. always
Oh,
open.
man.
Always open. 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Diggs.
So is every other gas station.
Shell's not open 24/7 ever. Diggs and Michael Parsons always open 7-Eleven.
Gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. They got a sponsorship from them. I thought it was so funny.
All right, my turn.
Go ahead, Roy.
All right. I'm going with Olympic theme here
Oh.
for you two. You have to name every player on the 1992 Dream Team. You get
Why they would before
1, 2,
before I
3,
answer this,
4,
Roy,
5.
I do want to say one thing.
It's going to be so stupid, Josh. Don't even say it. I already know what you're going to say.
United States win gold. Best basketball team ever assembled.
That's
92.
insane.
No, 2020.
No, he's saying this year.
Oh, you're
What?
You're an idiot.
Fucking idiot.
You're an idiot.
That team
All
would
right,
have
three
blown the
people
dream team out.
This year's team that could play on
This
the
Dream
92.
Team 92 would destroy every team ever made. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right, so there's 12 of them. I'll give you 15 guesses.
This is
Bryce,
the
let me go.
Dream
Let me
Team,
get
not the
about
Redeem
4 of
Team.
them, and that's all I know. Okay.
All right.
Michael Jordan,
Yeah. I guess you get 1.
Scottie Pippen.
2.
Been thinking about this third guy. I don't know if he's on there or not. I don't think he is. That's all I know for sure.
Michael Jordan, Sky Pippen are the only two of the 12 that you know.
Yes.
You gotta be shitting me.
Go ahead.
You got 2, right?
You
2 of the 12.
missed Larry Bird.
Yep.
He was on his. He retired right afterwards.
I didn't think they were in
Magic
the
Johnson was also on that team.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna have to start getting into.
Lonzo just hit another home run, by the way.
Good.
Okay, let me get into a little bit of guesswork now. I want to say Hakeem was on that team.
No, Hakeem was on the next one, not on that team.
Okay. Josh, do you have any guesses? Carl Malone
Larry
was on
Bird's
that
there.
team.
Is Magic Johnson still somehow kicking?
He's
I already said Magic
Here's to
Johnson.
Magic
Oh, I
Johnson.
didn't hear you say that.
But
All I
you
heard
were
was
right.
Larry Bird.
Karl Malone was on it.
If Carl Malone was on it, that means John Stockton was also probably on it.
John Stockton was on it, so there's 6.
Steve Kerr on it?
Why would the
No.
fuck would Steve Kerr be on that team? He was an average.
I didn't know if they
baseball
needed like a
player.
shooter.
They have plenty of
Ben,
shooters,
you-
not on him. They
Yeah,
don't
he
need
was
him.
an okay shooter.
Still shut the lights out.
For who?
You wouldn't even know of that guy if it wasn't for or Michael Jordan and Stephen Curry.
Yeah. All
I
right.
probably wouldn't know him if he
You're
wasn't.
gonna need some hints. It sounds like
Sure.
Okay.
because you're at 6 of 12. Or yeah. So you said so far. You said Larry Bird, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, Karl Malone, John Stockton, and Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Right. So So we'll go with the hardest one last. So, one, you see him on TV still.
Well, I was going to say Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley.
I thought about.
I don't think Shaq was in the league yet.
he wasn't.
Shaq was in. Shaq was a college senior
yeah.
that year, or not senior.
Whenever you asked me if I had guesses, that's what I thought, but I knew he wasn't in the league yet.
All right. So one, there was 2 centers that you're missing. One played for the Knicks.
Yao Ming, Patrick Ewing.
How is Yao Ming on American
Patrick Ewing?
team?
Yeah, that's true.
Patrick Ewing with him. And the other one would be for the San Antonio Spurs.
Tim Duncan.
David Robinson.
David
Oh,
Robinson.
Yeah. It is David. Yeah.
All right. One.
The
Let's see
Beast.
who you're missing. You're missing 3. The other one they called. He played for the Portland Trail Blazers. He was an older
Clyde
guy.
Drexler.
Clyde Drexler. So now you're down to 2. These would probably have been your 2 hardest ones. The first one I'll say is he was a lefty shooter from Golden State. Had like a spike hair. I don't think you even see him anymore. I don't know if he's doing anything with the league anymore.
Guess.
I have no
What's the
guess.
other hand? I'm not sure about that one.
For that one, I mean, I'm trying.
No, for the other guy. I don't know. If
Oh,
I'll
the
get
only
that.
other player you're missing is he was the only college player on the team, one of the most hated college
Oh,
players.
it was
I knew that.
Christian Laettner. Yeah,
I knew
Christian
that. I
Laettner.
should have guessed that. I knew he was on that team, but I was thinking NBA players.
So the only last one you don't have is just
lefty
I don't have
shooter
a
from
clue.
Golden State. Oh, it was Chris Mullins.
Chris Mullins.
Oh.
So
I'm
there's
in my
your 12.
bag today, dude.
All right. I don't have anything else. You guys?
No.
No.
All right. I think that's going to do it. Like button, subscribe, leave a comment. And next week we should get into college, I think. NFL might have to wait another week, but I don't think I got anything else. Hit the like button, subscribe. We'll see you next week. Peace.
See ya.
Peace.
Gotta find my way to you, even though you're next to